What is up, guys? Last Guardian standing, bringing you guys another Destiny video. Today, guys, we're gonna do Crota's End. This is on normal mode, but pretty much everything works the same. The mechanics are all the same. The only thing different is gonna be the chalice at the end. So I wanna give you guys some good tips, tricks, and secrets. First off, I'm gonna be using the Mida Multi-Tool. Reason is for the lightweight perk and the Mida Multi-Tool perk. It allows you to move very fast at weight 8 darkness. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to run through the Abyss first. Obviously, we're going to go through this pretty much how I went through. I had to cut a few things out, you know, just because I don't really want to show you guys all the wipes. I wanted to make the video as short as possible. First of all, I'm running Better Control, Vanish, Escape Artist, Path Forgotten, Shadowjack, Way of the Fearless, and Stalker. That is the way I have my Bladedancer class set up. Obviously, I'm running the Mida Multi-Tool with lightweight and the Mida Multi-Tool perk. So let's jump right in. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna want to wipe in the beginning here. The reason why is because when you fall down the hole and you first drop in, if you don't just immediately run, you find that there's a ton of thrall. There's a bunch of shit that just gets in your way. You know, if you jump down here and your friends want to go and get the chest or whatever the case may be, just go ahead and wipe. Don't shoot the thrall, don't shoot at them. Just everybody just jump off the backside, everybody die. This way you can jump right in. Now, I'm also wearing my Don't Touch Me's since I'm a hunter, so I'm gonna be able to go invisible a little bit easier. But pretty much, you know, on every class, running through the Abyss is pretty much the same shit. I mean, it doesn't really matter, you know, what character you're using. Yeah, it's a little bit easier with the hunter because of the fact that you have the invisibility perk, but still, it's pretty fucking easy to get through this first part. So, obviously, we're gonna take off, we're gonna run right as we spawn in. Like I said, we don't wanna wait, and we're gonna just run right past the first two lamps. Don't even stop. There's no reason to, especially with the Mida Multi-Tool, you get the extra agility, so there's no reason to stop. Once you get on the third grenade, you may want to have a Titan throw a pulse grenade like my teammate did there, or if you're a Warlock, you can throw a solar grenade, but you want to make sure that if you're going to throw a grenade, you don't throw one that's going to hurt you. There's nothing worse than hurting yourself by throwing a fucking grenade. I think it's stupid that, you know, you can hurt yourself, but I kind of understand the mechanics and why Bungie did that. So basically, we're just going to run through, you know, we're going to stop at pretty much every lamp, minus the sixth lamp where there's a knight. We're going to just kind of run past that one. But some tricks that I do as a hunter is when my invisibility runs out, you'll notice that I dance. And the reason why I dance is I crouch and then I hit right on my D-pad, which makes me dance. I feel like I go invisible just a little bit faster when I do that. I don't know if it's true. Maybe it's just because I'm fucking dancing around and I look cool or something. It makes me feel like I go invisible faster. I don't really know, but for me, that does the trick. So, as you can see, we're just running through, ducking and dodging all the thrall that we can. Now, there are a few shortcuts that you can take, but as a hunter, they're kind of hard, especially the one where you jump on top of the second lamp and you kind of skip the Abyss. I will be doing another video on how to do that shortcut soon, but for right now, basically the best way to get through it is to just do it. I mean, I find that when I try to get into some of these fucking cheeses that people have figured out, like, you know, oh, if you jump on top of the second bridge or the second lamp, you can get up top and skip 9 lamps. Yeah, well, I die fucking 30 times trying to get it done as my hunter because it's, you know, you have to get it perfect right to the T or else a lot of the cheeses don't work. So I find that I waste more time trying to do a 10-second cheese that'll save me 3 minutes. You know, it takes me an hour to do something that saves me 3 minutes. So, you know, I typically will try to just do it the right way. You know, there are a lot of cheeses that I will do, but for the most part, sometimes it's just a pain in the fucking ass to try to get the cheeses down right. And who thinks of that shit anyways? Like, who is like, you know what? Let me jump on this second fucking lamp and see if maybe I can make it up there. Like, who the fuck figures this shit out? Like, I don't get it. But anyways, as you can see, I'm dancing here. Like I said, I feel like it makes my invisibility pop a little bit faster. One thing that's important for guys who really haven't done the Crota raid very much, you want to make sure that when you're with your fire team, you want to call out when you're going to leave the lamp. And the reason why is because the lamps blow up and you only get a certain amount of time to be able to get the light from the lamp. So if you run ahead of all of your teammates, by the time they get to the lamp, the light's going to be gone, and then they're going to have a bunch of darkness on them. They're going to get fucking killed, and it's just really annoying. So as you can see here, I'm on, I am going to skip one lamp. Right here, if you see the lamp to the right, I skip that lamp and I run right to the last lamp. And usually I'll activate the lamp, and then I'll go step on the plate, and then I'm going to jump on this rock over here. And this is a vital jump. So you want to activate the plate, turn around, run back, and jump on this plate right here, or this rock right here. So I jump on this rock here. Now, if you have a bunch of people in your fire team, it's kind of a, you know, it's hard to get everybody on the rock, and you kind of have to be right on the top left edge, way away from the lamp, and you want to be crouched. So this way, when that lamp blows up, it doesn't kill you. There's nothing worse than making it through the whole abyss and then dying from that damn lamp. It's happened to me a million times. So that's definitely something that you want to keep in mind, is to step on the corner of the lamp. Now, once you take down the ogre, you can either shoot him with rockets or with a black hammer. Works great because you can kind of stun lock him. But once you kill the ogre, it's just a waiting game. You're just going to chill, hang out, and, you know, just kind of wait for the bridge to form. Typically what I do while I'm waiting on this bridge to form is I will open up my inventory, maybe switch some guns around. If I'm going to be swinging across the bridge, then I'll put my blink on, and I'll make sure that I'm spec'd right to be able to jump across the bridge. If I'm going to be jumping up top to despawn enemies, I will turn on my triple jump. If you don't know how to either blink across and you don't know how to get up top to despawn enemies, there will be a link in the description of this video to show you exactly how to blink across the bridge as a hunter and how to get up top and despawn enemies as a hunter. So I will put a link to that video in the description. So once the bridge pops, it's pretty easy. You just run, you dodge thrall. Careful when you jump not to like let your, you know, pinky toe hit a fucking thrall and make you fall off the bridge, because that's really annoying. You know, you don't have to turn around and shoot anything. Once one person makes it to the white light, your whole team is good to go. My teammate was just, you know, fucking around and, you know, messing around since, you know, it's Crota normal and we've done it a million times, and, you know, he was just playing around. So next part is going to be the bridge. Once I spawn into the bridge, I want to make sure that all of my guns are set up correctly. Typically I swing across the bridge. I like to do it. So I'm going to be running my Mida multi-tool. Again, the same perks. If you don't have a Mida multi-tool, the reason why I use it is because I actually get a little bit more agility while I'm carrying the sword if I have that weapon activated when I pick up the sword. Just the game kind of works that way. And your teammates are going to go ahead and start jumping up top there where I was just shooting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over to the plate. I'm going to activate it. Then I'm going to run up there and I'm going to immediately kill the sword bearer with my shotgun. You know, you don't have to use a shotgun. I think it's awesome to just take them out in 5 shots with my shotgun and then take a sword and swing across. So what you're going to do is grab the sword. You're going to run up. And I like to blink up on the rock from the side. Getting that blink jump down right there is pretty tough, but you want to aim right here. You want to jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in between, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn, blink. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, once you get over to this side, you are going to just sit behind this rock and chill. I just sit down because I can kind of move my camera around, and your teammates are going to be up there despawning enemies. All they have to do is get up there, and like I said, watch my video on how to despawn if you don't already know how, and then they're going to snipe. Now, they have to kill 24 enemies from that side, from the side that you're now on. They have to kill 24 enemies for the ogres to spawn, and then once the ogres spawn, they take out the 2 ogres, and the bridge is done. Doing the bridge legit is it's a pain in the ass, man. I mean, it's fun, like, when you've done it, you know, maybe, you know, 30 times, but if you've done it a million times, you're just like, man, fuck that. I just want to do this shit quick. I want to get it over with. I want to get my loot, and I want to move on. I ain't trying to, you know, build totems and, you know, fucking stand on the plate for an hour. It just becomes a pain in the ass. So, what you're going to do is just hang out over here, dance, you know, fucking play around. Don't move from behind this little lamp, and the reason is because the thrall will come at you. If the gatekeeper or thrall come at you, they're just really going to fall off the ledge, so you don't really have to worry about anything. I really just dance so I can kind of move my camera around and see when the ogres are coming out to let my teammates know that they're out and to get in position to snipe them. So, like I said, you're just going to chill here. Sometimes while I'm here, I'll turn off my blink jump, or, you know, I'll make sure that my weapons are set up for the next, you know, part, which is going to be the hallway. You'll see in this video in particular, I'm an idiot and I don't turn blink off. So getting through there with blink is tough, through that hallway. Blink is good for PvP. It's good for blink shotgun, but when it comes to like jumping from, you know, thing to thing or whatever with blink, I mean, hats off to you if you can do it. I can't. I haven't mastered blink to be able to jump from shit, you know, like structure to structure or whatever, but you know, hey, if you can, you know, master that, that's great. You can keep blink on. The only downside to blink is that if you're invisible, it does take away your invisibility when you jump. So I don't really use it that often when I need my invisibility. So you're just gonna sit here, chill. Like I said, we're just really waiting for our teammates to take down the ogres, and then we're gonna do the next part. Now, once your teammate has killed all the ogres on this side, you're gonna want to pop a heavy synth. This way you can shoot the shriekers in there. On normal mode, it's one shot with a Gallahorn, and on hard mode, it's 2 shots with a Gallahorn. And on normal mode with a Hunger of Crota, if you don't have a Gallahorn, you can 2-shot the shrieker with a Hunger, and it will go down. So what we're gonna do is we're basically just gonna wait for our teammates. If you're trying to get that chest in the others at the end of the hallway, you might want to just have everybody wipe, just to make sure that the timer hasn't started for the doorway. And another good tip is if you make it to the end of the hallway and you notice that the door is closed, turn around and wipe, and you don't have to worry about you know, losing out on the chest. What I do is, you know, if I'm running through and I see that it's, you know, that the door is closed somehow or whatever, I missed it, I didn't make it in time, as long as you don't pass the threshold of that last door, then you're good to go. Now, as you can see here, I have on blink, and I am fucking just running into walls and just, I don't know how I even made it. But I did make it to the end. I could have made it to the door. As you can see, it was open. And then I'm so bad with blink, I fall down the hole. So now we're at the next part. This is going to be the part with the with ear use. So typically you send 3 to the left and 3 to the right. One person goes in and just runs a circle around the witch like I'm gonna do. And then 2 people kind of stand on top of those boomer towers to snipe or shoot rockets or whatever at the witch when she comes out. So what I do is I just come in the room, I make a loop. I never stop running because for some reason the fucking sprint cooldown is a pain in the ass in Destiny. So you'll find that you're like running and then all of a sudden you just can't run anymore and you're like on cooldown to run. And a lot of times you'll get killed by the boomer that's in there. So I just run around in a circle and don't stop. And then I take the witch out. Now, I only have 1 rocket here, so that's why I'm not shooting a rocket at her. Otherwise, I would just be, you know, just killing the wizard with, you know, just a Gallahorn and then finishing her off with my vision. So once you take her down, you're gonna jump down and you're gonna go into the room and you're gonna shoot the shrieker. Once again, it's a 1-shot with the Gallahorn. And if you're invisible, when you walk in the room, the shrieker won't recognize you. So what you have to do is jump. Even though you're invisible, it will know that you're there and it will open up and allow you to damage it. So that's the way that I typically get the shrieker to open up. But if you find that you're running in the room and the shrieker is like not opening, and you have to wait for your invisibility to end so that you can shoot it, just jump. That took me a while to learn that that's what happened. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna work on killing these 2 knights over here on the left side. Typically, you want your whole fire team to come over where you're at, and everybody's gonna go inside at the same area. And you wanna wait for her to start her liturgy, because then she'll stay still. If you try to run in there too early and take her out, you'll find that that she'll move around and, you know, she'll be in a shitty spot. There's nothing worse than doing all of that work and then running in there and she's like on the other side. And you're like, oh fuck, what do I do? Oh shit, and then you get killed by the boomers and it's just a pain in the ass. So you're just gonna kill these ads in the room here to make it a little bit easier on you when you get in there. Otherwise you have a ton of, you know, people, a ton of ads coming all after you and, you know, shooting you and meleeing you and shit, and it's really annoying. It does help if you have a Titan to run a Blessing of Light. You don't want to run Weapons of Light because you're shooting rockets at your ute, and rockets do not get affected by Blessing of Light, or I'm sorry, by Weapons of Light. So don't even worry about it. Just run Blessing of Light so you can have that extra shield, and your shield will regenerate every time you hop out. So as you can see, the Titan goes in first. He pops this bubble with the Weapons of Light, and we're just gonna unload our rockets on Iryu. And once she's dead, you just run out. It's very easy. You're basically just gonna kill all the ads in the area, and once all of them are dead, then you are on Crota. So basically, once she's dead, run around, kill shit, and then you're good to go from there. So I'm gonna fast forward so you guys don't have to watch us kill all this shit. But very helpful tip for while you're in here is if you have a Fang of Iryu or something that has third eye, you might want to use that, because you'll find that a lot of times the knights will sneak up behind you, and when they sneak up behind you, they'll kill you, and you don't want to die because, you know, it's helpful for everybody to be up. You know, but that third eye perk gives you kind of an advantage, so you can see them coming when they, you know, randomly spawn in the certain locations. And I use a black hammer mostly to kill all the knights because it's really easy. It's 4 shots and they're dead, and you know, you don't ever have to reload if you're good at getting headshots. So that would be the only tips and tricks that I have for you guys for Iryut. But I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward to the Crota part. Okay, so now we're at Crota. What you can do when you're at the end of the Iryu checkpoint is you can either, once you get, everybody gets rewarded and it pops up on your screen to defeat Crota, you can either keep going and kill everything, so this way you have orbs everywhere, you know, from orbs that were generated, or you can just wipe. It makes the heavy ammo glitch easier. Now, the heavy ammo glitch requires an icebreaker or an invective, and what you're going to do is basically you're just going to empty out your primary minus 1 clip, and you're going to empty out your heavy, and then once you have 1 clip left, you step on the plate, you activate the presence of Crota, you empty out your primary, and if you have 6 bullets left, it's vital that you only shoot 6 times. If you dry fire the weapon, sometimes the game will give you ammo back. So as you can see, I'm pretty much spec'd the same way as I was before. So once the glass pops, you just want to shoot as much stuff as you can with your icebreaker, and heavy ammo will drop for everything that you've killed. Now, if you are going to play out the Iryu part after you're done, you know, killing all the shit, and instead of wiping to get to the Crota checkpoint, you actually play it out, make sure that there's no special ammo on the ground inside of the room where the crystal is that you step on, because you'll pick it up and it can mess up your heavy ammo glitch. So you want to just make sure that you pick all that ammo up inside of the room before you start heavy ammo glitching. So once you've got everything down, you want to be smart and switch back to your Gallahorn before, or your heavy, whichever heavy you're using, before you start picking up the heavy ammo. So this perspective is going to be sword bearer. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick up the ammo and you're going to go over to the door on the left. I always go out of the left door. I have my whole team minus the bubble distraction, the boomer distraction, Titan, or somebody that's going to go and distract boomers, all line up over here on the left side. I'm going to remake sure I'm spec'd right. I have on Better Control. I have on Vanish. I have on Escape Artist. I have on Path Forgotten, Shadowjack, Way of the Fearless, and Stalker. So what I'm going to do is, once I'm sure that I'm spec'd right, I know that I'm a Gallahorn, I'm going to pull out my galley and make sure that it's reloaded, because when you pick up all that heavy, you'll be out there trying to kill the sword bearer and you got to reload everything. So I'll make sure everything's good, I'll make sure my team is good, and I'll give the signal to run out. So we're going to run out. I'm going to go grab the chalice since we're on normal, even though I don't need it, my team doesn't. You never know what can happen. And then once I've got the chalice, I'm gonna come back down. Now your team, and if you're not the sword bearer, you're gonna wanna be up there where my teammates were. And you wanna just kill the sword bearer as quick as you can. So once you've got the sword bearer down, you just wanna go grab the sword. Now you can tell your friends to throw grenades to clear the path, but I just jump out of the way of them. I'm gonna get up on this rock. I'm gonna crouch, dance, and so I can go invisible faster. And as soon as I hit the dance button, I'm telling my team, take him down. So this way I can hop up there and you know, get him with the most amount of time possible. Once I'm done hitting him, I push triangle or Y to put down the sword, and then I blink strike him to go invisible, and then they take him down when he turns from green or from orange to green again. Then you jump up, you swing away, and you head back inside. Sometimes I'll go in from the right side, sometimes I'll go in from the left side. Right here, I use my super, even though I didn't really need to because I'm on normal, because I have a helmet that when I pick up orbs, I regenerate health. I was down just a little bit of health, so I used my super so I could pick up those 2 orbs, and that would have regened my health if we were on hard mode. So I wanted to show you guys, you know, if you have a perk that gives you health when you pick up orbs and your super's full, you can't pick up an orb. So you want to make sure that you pop your super so that you can, you know, pick up orbs again. And now, if there's only 4 orbs in the room, I'm gonna leave 2, so this way, if I needed to, if something crazy happened and I needed to regain my health again, I know I'm gonna kill Crota after this first sword. I'm still gonna leave those orbs just in case I need to pick them up to regain health if I was on hard mode. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna wait for him to crotate. He's gonna move, he's gonna go back to the middle, and then you're basically just gonna do the same thing. You're gonna run out, you're gonna kill the sword bearer, you're gonna make sure your team is all ready to go, and once Crota moves, you're all gonna run back to the middle. I'm jumping down right now to give him the chalice, because I don't really need it, but you're just gonna look for the sword bearer. You wanna take him down as fast as possible because that little bitch will move to the left or to the far right, and then you lose sword time. So once again, I'm gonna grab the sword, I'm gonna go over on that lower rock, I'm gonna crouch, dance, and then I'm gonna tell my team to take him down. See, I'm going invisible, and then I'm able to be up here as he's going down. I'm hitting him before he's even on his knees. And I suggest that if you're gonna learn how to sword bear, that you don't do that right away, because if you hit him too early, then he will swing at you and kill you. So when you're sword bearing, it's really all about just going in on normal mode and having your friends kind of, you know, help you out by taking them down and just trying it over and over again until you get it. Or, you know, just try it on hard mode if you want to, but basically if you're on hard mode, as a 32, it's 14 hits until he enrages. So on normal mode, he doesn't enrage when he gets at the R in Crota, in his health bar. So just be careful that you don't enrage him. Guys, like the video, subscribe, and share with your friends for more daily Destiny content. Follow me on Xbox, lastguardianup.